Good day, everyone. This is Sulaiman Ahmed, aka Ibile. I'm a certified SAP Business One consultant. I'm here today to show us how to create a return document in SAP Business One. A return document is created when a part of the goods delivered to the customers are returned, maybe as a result of damage in transit, or maybe the goods delivered do not meet the customer requirement or specification. In our previous class, we talked about how to create an AR reserve invoice in SAP Business One. In today's class, we are talking about how to create a return document in SAP Business One. So we are going to jump into the SAP Business One, then we start. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, this is SAP interface. To create a return document, we are going to start from delivery documents. So to show the goods that we deliver to the customer, then we now create a return document from there. So to create a delivery document, we go to modules, says AR delivery. Okay. So we are going to select the customer we are delivering the goods to by clicking on this icon or we tab. Let's say we are supplying goods to microchips. Then we select the item. Let's say we are supplying Rainbow 1200 laser series. Then we click on choose. This is the item we are supplying to the customer. Let's say we are supplying 20 pieces. So the unit price for one item is 250 GBP. Let's assume the item is not vatable. There is no VAT on the item. So the total value is 5,000 GBP. Then we are now going to add the documents. Let's confirm if the date is set. Okay, the posting date, delivery date, then the document date. Then we add the documents. So let's choose add. Okay, it's requesting for the batch. So let's click on auto select to automatically select the batch for this particular item. Then we click on updates. Okay. Then we now add. Yes. Now the document is added. To see our previous document, the document we just created now, we click on the last data record. This is the document, this is the item, the document we just created. This is the item we deliver to the customer called microchips. Now, we now want to assume that part of these goods are returned back to the supplier or the manufacturer. So that means we are going to create a return document from this delivery document. We can do it in two ways. It's either we go to this down side, this bottom, we click on copy to return documents, or we open a return document, we go to modules, click on sales AR, then click on return, click on return. Then we select the customer, which is microchips. Okay. We now click on, we come down to the bottom side, we click on copy from, we copy from deliveries. So you're going to display all the delivery created for this, all the delivery document created for the customer. So this is the one we just created now. This is the delivery number, 1346. Then we select the documents. We click on choose. This is the documents. We use the exchange rates from the base documents. Then we click on finish. So this is the documents we delivered. This is the number of goods we delivered to the customer. So how many are we returning? Like how many of the goods the customer, the buyer is now returning back to the supplier? Let's assume that they return 5 of the goods. So the unit price is 250 GBP. Then the total is 1250 GBP. So the total is 1250 GBP. That's the price of the goods. Actually, it's not the cost of the goods, it's just the price, the selling price, not the cost of the item. So now the next thing is we are now going to add the documents. Let's choose add and view. So the document is added. So the document is asking for the batch. You can also do auto select, or we select the batch individually. So let's auto select the batch. Then we click on updates. Then we can now add the documents. Yes. So now the document is added. Now let's go back to the delivery documents to see the journal entry. Then we look at the journal entry for return document as well. So let's click on the relationship map. It's either we click on the relationship map or we click on the base documents. The base document is the document we prepared before the current documents. The base document for this return document is delivery document, which is this. So if we click on the base documents, it's going to show us the delivery documents, which we initially prepared. So when these goods are delivered to the customer, this is the journal entry we are going to see. We right click here, then we click on journal entry. Here, the material accounts, which is the item we deliver to the customer, is credited because the material is moving out of the stock, while the cost of sales is debited here. That is when the goods is delivered to the customer at the rate of the total value is 4965.53 GBP. So this value is for the 20 items delivered to the customers. So later, maybe as a result of one reason or the other, the goods is now returned by the buyer to the supplier. So in a situation like that, this This value we are seeing are the cost of the material, not the price of the material, because there is a difference between the cost and the price of material. The cost of the materials are all the attributable costs incurred, all the costs incurred, all the attributable costs incurred to purchase the material or to produce the material. While the price is the value that is the rate at which the goods or the material is being sold, how much the seller is selling the material. So that's the price for the material. But this one we are seeing here is the cost of the material. So automatically here, raw material accounts is credited because the material is moving out of the stock, while the cost of sales account is debited. So if you now check the journal entry for the return, for the 5-item returns, to see the journal, to get to return documents, you can click on the target documents so that it will take us back to the return documents. This is the return documents. We return 5 items. So for us to see the journal entry implication on this return documents, so we are going to right click and click on journal entry. Initially, when we created the delivery documents, this material item, the cost of sales is debited, while the material account is credited. But now, when the goods are returned, we return 5, and the cost of the 5 items returned is this value we are seeing. So the return account is debited here, while the cost of goods sold is credited. So that's the journal entry for the 2 documents. So this is the end of the return document. This is how to prepare return documents in SAP Business One. So in our next class, we are going to talk about how to create a credit memo, AR credit memo. That is where, after we deliver the goods to the customer, then we raise an invoice, we issue an invoice to the customer. The customer now return part of the goods delivered. But here, the invoice has not been created already. So that's when we prepare the return documents. So this is where the return documents, how to prepare the return documents ended. So thanks for your time. I want you to watch the video. You like our video, then comment and subscribe to our page. Thank you. Once again, my name is Sulaiman Ahmed, aka Ibile. Thank you.